Hey guys, welcome back to the Shrimp Corner. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick and give you an update of what's been going on with the Cichlid Tank and basically this breeding rack right behind me over here. So last time I showed you guys we had the Cichlid Tank, which now you can see has some decorations, and then I'll give you guys a closer look in just a minute. I had the Cichlid Tank that we hadn't filled up, or maybe I had just filled it up but I hadn't started cycling it, and I had the 2-foot tanks that were just below that I showed you guys on the last video that I hadn't filled up yet. Now since then I have actually filled up these 2-foot tanks. As you can see, I have put, like I said, decorations in the Cichlid tank, and everything's looking really good. I've started cycling everything, so let me show you guys a quicker look and we'll see how that's going. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm going to pan around. You can see this looks lovely, by the way. I've got this beautiful light that changes colors, which is awesome for a display tank like that. I highly recommend it. It's very high quality. It also comes with a remote and a timer. It's really great. But you can see I've added some decorations here. So I've got these little rocks. I've put the air stone behind, which was there. It looks a lot better now that the lighting is done, and you know, you've sort of filled in the tank a little bit. The rocks are still there. These are the decorations I've put in. So that little rock structure in the corner, this rock structure over here, and then the ones all the way back there. So basically that's pretty much what I've done so far with this 4-foot Cichlid tank. It's looking really great. I can't wait for it to be completely cycled. I've just started the cycle now. So some of the products that I've used I'm going to share with you guys to start the cycle. Now there's different ways that you can cycle tanks. You can do a fish in method, which some people don't like to do. You can do the fishless cycle, and basically that's where you're using a lot of products to try and start that bacteria cycle and get all that good bacteria formed and going, so you can have less ammonia, at some point have no ammonia, and then be able to throw your fish in. So let's go through that little method real quick with you guys. So let's start with giving you a proper look at the Cichlid tank. Again, this is just one of the colors. I've decided to use pink for today's little demonstration. So there's one of the ornaments. Now this has a fake plant. As you can see, it comes with a fake plant. I'm going to probably replace this with an actual live plant possibly. If you guys want to see more about these decorations, I actually did a little unboxing video that I've put up on the Instagram page. I highly recommend, if you're not following me on Instagram, you guys go do that. It's at the Shrimp Corner, just like the YouTube channel. I put a lot of goodies up there. I put a lot of behind the scenes stuff and footage on the Instagram page. So most of my updates about what I do, my daily routines and day-to-day aquarium life, I would say, is on Instagram. So definitely go follow that. So as you can see, still got the stones. Everything's starting to look a lot more clear. Like, you can see the water's looking a lot more clear and way less cloudy now that I've added that stability, which has had a big impact on doing that. I still need to do a water change, but I've got some more sand coming in, like I said, which will fill in. I've got this beautiful rock wall structure that I feel like is going to be amazing for the cichlids to sort of, you know, swim through and behind. I purposely got it really high. This is, again, a low line tank. It's only 30 centimeters high. This structure goes about, I think, 28, maybe 26. So it's quite high, if you can see, very close to that surface. So it's really made to sort of like have those big peaks and resemble like an environment that they would come from, and have that closer to the surface, so really they would be swimming along through it. So I can't wait to see that happening. It's going to be awesome. Now over here I've just got this little tiny cave over here. I'm planning to get another one of these, but a bigger one that will hopefully arch just above here, and that will contrast really nicely with this tower thing over here. So we'll have this little one, and I'll probably have one behind it that'll go all the way like that, and it'll be a lot bigger. This is a small size one if you guys are thinking of getting one. It looks really cool, and it feels very realistic as well. It looks really nice. It's got like a marble line through it, and it's very white and very good looking. And then we have another natural stone, which looks like a nice little platform stone. So if any fish need to rest here, this is perfect for that. I really love these sort of platform stones. I try and have a lot of rocks that are flat, have flat surfaces, especially for things if you keep cories or bristlenose or anything like that, or fish that need to like sort of sit for a little bit. Flat stones are really great for that. So I like the rocks that sort of have like holes like that as well, that can resemble caves and cave structures. But I also like flat stones like this. So I've also put a heater in, as you guys can see. Now this is just a regular 150 watt heater, but thus far it is doing the job. If I show you guys over here, I used to have a thermometer that used to sit up here, so that's what I'm going to have when I set it up. But this is basically how it's going to be working. I've kept the filter over here as well. just so I can run the airline a lot easier. But basically, this is running at about 24 to 25 degrees with just 150 watt heater. Now my fish room is pretty warm given that I've insulated it, which you can see the insulation all around the room. That's why it's called the green room. But it is pretty good, and we are coming into summer shortly. So for now, I'm only going to keep the 150 watt. I think through winter, because cichlids do want higher temperatures, I might add another heater at some point, but a lot later on. But in the next couple of months, like I said, I won't be needing it. So that will be what is basically staying. So we'll keep the 150 watt heater as is. I'm going to keep this double sponge filter, not because it's necessary, but just because it is a little bit more extra filtration. You can never have enough filtration, and it is actually helping keeping the air stones nice and aligned, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see the air stone right there. I am wanting to put another air stone here, and I've got a snake air stone, so I want to snake it around here and actually have the bubbles coming behind here. I think it's going to look really dope when it's done. I can't wait to show you guys. These two filters, as I said last time, if you watched the previous upload, these will be going. They will not be here. They will be replaced with a canister filter that will go down here, and that's really going to help really clear it up. You can see, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's one snail. I have to get rid of that. I see you. Okay, that we have to get rid of. But there's already, like, I can see bacteria starting to form. Now, let me show you guys what I used to start these cycling processes on all the tanks. So these are some of the products that you guys can use. This is pretty much what I used. The main ones I used was Stability and Bacta by ADA. This is a really cool product. I would recommend it. But these two basically will get you started. And then I've got your standard aquarium salts, which are just really for balancing your levels once you've got your tank cycled, really. I mean, that you can put them in beforehand. It will help just level up that water. So you can use products like this, which is basically just water conditioners. This is an aquarium salt. And I use a combination of these to basically get the tanks going. Again, I do usually do fish in cycles, so I will put this in to start it up, and then I will usually use the fish to sort of get it going. But another thing that I've done, which I want to talk to you guys about, is, I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of debris on the bottom. Now, I know this looks very dirty, and the reason it looks very dirty is because it is very dirty. So what this is basically the debris from me squeezing these sponge filters. Now, these sponge filters were from Cichlid Tank, so what I've done is I've put them in and I've given them a big squeeze, and I've let the water go through the column. Now, especially with bare bottom tanks, you don't have a lot of surface area. Bacteria will grow on things like plants and substrate, usually your gravel, your rocks, your pieces of wood, things like that. Now, again, with the bare bottom tanks, usually some people don't have, if not anything, but usually not many items like that in their bare bottom tanks. They're used as breeder tanks, and they usually come, well, quite bare. This one specifically, for example, you can see it only has one sponge filter. As you can see, this sponge filter is a bit dirty because this one has been cycled. This is a new sponge filter. Well, it's not, it's a second-hand one, but it wasn't cycled. It had dried out, so I don't consider that as having any bacteria because it would have been dead when I put it in there. Whereas this one did have live bacteria when I put it in. And then all I've put in is this little ceramic clay pot. So basically this is pretty much a bare bottom tank, and you can see there's a lot less debris in this one than there is in this one. However, I can clean up most of this stuff. And what I'm going to do is I've got the floating wood here, and this driftwood is going to create lots of biofilm and hopefully house a lot of that good beneficial bacteria. But it's going to take a while to get there. So for now, they're going to look dirty because I'm trying to get all of this to basically form onto the glass as much as I possibly can before I start cleaning it. So you don't want to put stuff in here to try and cycle it and then worry and do water changes and back it all out. A lot of people do that. They panic and they stress and they do too many water changes, and it just slows down or crashes your cycle. So just let things go, be patient, and it will get there. My wood, as you can see, is still floating. It will sink eventually, but these are really large pieces, so they're going to take longer than your standard pieces of wood. Normally it takes like 4 to 6 days usually for my pieces of wood to sink. You can do things to aid it and help it along faster, but again, I'm not using these tanks for a while, so I don't mind. They can just sit here like this, and that's fine. So I just want to show you guys what it's looking like. But you can see, even though this debris is all the way at the bottom, this water is crystal clear, and you can see just these little filters have done that job. So this stuff at the bottom, to be fair, if you're using plecos and stuff, it's really not that harmful for them. A lot of them actually prefer to live in a substrate similar to this, because again it would simulate a natural environment that they would come from. But some people don't like the look of this, and I can understand why, and I am also one of those people, so this will be cleaned up when it is finished. But again, these will be usually used for breeder tanks, or they'll be used for plecos. Well, at least this tank is now going to be a pleco tank. Some things have changed in terms of the projects I'm doing, and I will keep you guys updated on it. But basically the gist of what's happening is there is now going to be, as well as this tank that I said to you guys is a mystery, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going in there, there's also going to be now a new mystery item that is going in here, hopefully. It's a project, it's in the works, we'll see if everything works out. This one will be for plecos. Again, I will show you guys later which plecos. They're really gorgeous. And then this one, again, is another mystery tank that will be going. Also, this light, by the way, is temporary. I know this is not like a really nice light like the other one. This is just a temporary light that I've put in here just so I can do this upload for you guys. I have ordered another light just like this one, and it is in the mail, so it should be here shortly. But this looks pretty good. I'm very excited. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks like a Cichlid tank? Does it look nice? I think it looks nice. I just can't wait till I have more substrate just to get these going, put the other airstone in, get that beautiful arched cave, put the new canister in here, which is going to be another DIY project. I might show you guys that too. I did say I was going to do an unboxing, so I will. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys everything. So I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching my update. I'm going to look for Mr. Snail over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to take him out. He needs to leave. And yeah, I will keep you guys updated as we keep going. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you guys soon. See you later.